So, Heidi, there's some people in this world I just have to listen to, right? I mean, I don't like it. I've been self-employed since I'm 17 years old, but every now and then there's just somebody that you just got to listen to.
Right.
And in that case, it is Bill Russell. So when Bill Russell, the president and chairman of the Lake Norman Chamber, says, Joe, I want you to talk to this cat, I'm going to talk to him.
Absolutely, and we're going to bump me.
That's right. That's right. That's it. So, Heidi, get out of the way because I want to introduce you to JT Smith. He is the owner of Lake Norman. I'm going to try this. Let me see if I can do this, JT. Don't correct me till I'm done, okay? Muay Thai?
That's close enough.
No, what is it? What is it really?
No, you got it. It's Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Yes.
Muay Thai. Okay, so before we get started, JT, you must have some really high friends in high places because when Bill Russell says, bump Heidi, I bump Heidi. So tell me, what is your relationship with Bill Russell and Lake Norman Chamber?
I tell you what, the chamber's been really good to me. I think Sylvia's probably going to be the connection there.
Yeah.
She's something. She's been quite a bit of help to me over the years.
That is great. That is great. And I'm joking serious because I have a great fondness for Bill Russell, Sylvia, the people at Lake Norman Chamber. They are by far the chamber that is relevant and is trying to help small business people as much as possible. And JT, you are evidence of that he went out of his way to try and get you on the show. So tell us a little bit, what is Lake Norman? I'm going to mess that up again. Muay Thai?
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Muay Thai.
Yes.
Okay. What is Muay Thai?
Muay Thai is a national sport of Thailand. It is to Thailand what football or basketball or even baseball here in the United States is. Oh. It is a martial art that utilizes punching, kicking, knees, and elbow. When you go to Thailand, you can find these events going on all over the place.
So you literally go kicking and screaming.
That's right.
Punching, kicking, knees, and elbows.
Love it.
Yes, it's fantastic. I
better not upset him.
I know.
Have I said anything that might bother him after the show?
We'll see.
So JT, if somebody wanted to reach you, how could they do that, buddy?
Check out LakeNormanMuayThai.com, and I can also be reached at LKN Muay Thai at yahoo.com.
And so one thing I know about this show, people really like to know how the person got there, right? So how did you end up starting this business? Did you just wake up on a Tuesday and decide, I'm going to teach people how to punch, kick, elbow, and knee?
No, I've been involved in Muay Thai for many, many years. I got started in martial arts when I was 15 years old, and I retired from law enforcement several years ago, and Muay Thai has always been my passion. And so me and a group of about 5 people started training in a public park with no money and a bunch of old equipment. Mm-hmm. And within 2 years, we had 200 members, and we're moved over to Highway 150 in Mooresville. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
So who's your client base?
I have a very broad range of clients. My youngest client is 5 years old. My oldest client is 80 years old.
80-year-old woman is in there kicking, punching, kneeing, and elbowing.
Yes, she is.
So I know Bill Russell did not have you on this show simply to talk about the business. You got something on your mind, and because you and I spoke a little bit before the show, we're going to talk a little bit about the pandemic and how it has affected your business, because this is a really interesting story, right? That I know a lot of people that are very frustrated with the governor. I don't think he's done a good job of phase 1, phase 1.5, phase 1 3/4, and back up to phase 1 again, right? And in the middle of all of this, there's people running up and down the street, So I'm not quite sure why businesses can't be open right now. So let's talk a little bit about that. How has that affected your business? Because you're still not open yet, correct?
No, not yet. Not yet. One of the things that I wanted to mention to you is now I also have a program for people with Parkinson's disease. And those are the people who are most affected by this. You know, everybody, with the gyms being closed, it's affecting everybody, but it affects some people more than others. People with Parkinson's disease, it is very, very hard for them.
Explain
Tell
explain
us
that
about
to me.
that, yeah.
Yeah, so just real quick, Parkinson's, a neurological disease. It affects people in many different ways. There's just a broad variety of symptoms, and it's something that once you get it, you don't get rid of it. You
Right.
have it the rest of your life.
Now, so people understand that that's like what Muhammad Ali has, right? When
Yes.
you're kind of
Yep.
shaking and
Yep.
Yep.
right. So the mind is fine, but your body is hard to control some of the functions, correct?
Yeah. So
Okay.
what happens is their bodies stop producing dopamine, and dopamine is essential. That's why they get these symptoms. All right. And so what they discovered years ago is that a boxing routine is actually something that is very useful for somebody with Parkinson's disease, minus punching each other.
Right. Minus the actual
we're
hit.
not doing
right,
that.
Right.
But what we do is we bring them in 3 times a week. Okay. What happens is when you exert yourself, if you have Parkinson's or if you don't have Parkinson's, when you exert yourself, you get a natural burst of dopamine. So 3 times a week, we're bringing these people in and we're working them to exertion. Okay. The boxing comes in because what are things that people with Parkinson's struggle with? Agility, movement, hand-eye coordination, balance. What are things that boxers excel at? Those exact same things.
And you're suggesting that you cannot open up for these special cases?
I cannot. I contacted the Department of Revenue and received non-essential status. So now I've got
Because they see you as a gym, right?
yes,
Okay.
yes. And I'm talking about I'm dealing with about 50 people here. I've got about 25 people in the Lake Norman area that I'm helping, and I've got a group of about 25 to 30 in the Hickory area that I'm helping. And none of these people are allowed to get their training in. So what you're seeing is, you know, I may bring people in who are on walkers,
Right.
and I will exercise them to the point that they are off the walkers, walking normal. In some cases, they're even jogging.
Wow.
And now they're no longer able to do their exercises, so they go back to the walker again.
So how can listen? The phones, we don't take phone calls, but the phones are burning up right now, right? And people can go to Facebook right now as well. WSIC Live on Facebook. How can they help you? What department actually oversees your industry? Where can somebody go to try and help? Because clearly, I'm having a hard time understanding why this could not be resolved somehow.
I don't know. You know, when I contacted the Department of Revenue,
That doesn't seem like the right place
Right.
to go.
but that's how you get essential and non-essential status. You have to go through the Department of Revenue.
That alone sounds wrong, Heidi.
I would agree.
Who and what person is it in the Department of Revenue that knows anything about your business? That's the first problem, Governor, that I think we have, right?
I explained in detail to them what would happen to these folks with Parkinson's disease if they did not get their exercise and still got non-essential status.
And you know, this is, and again, I don't want to get into politics, but this is what the administration is talking about. There are these unintended consequences that
Right.
happen
Absolutely.
with this shutdown, and it becomes a major problem. And I don't know why this can't be categorized as a therapy,
Right.
and then it should be should be able to happen.
Even you're segmented that piece of your business.
Yes,
It would make sense.
exactly. I have. I'm very fortunate. People like Vicky Sawyer and Mitchell Setzer. They've taken an interest.
I
in
love
it.
Vicky.
Vicky's wonderful. Vicky's wonderful, and the great thing about Vicky is she's just so available.
Yep.
If all you got to do is pick up the phone call and call Miss Vicky, and she'll help you out anyway. I was recently introduced to Mitchell Setzer, and he's been very helpful. And so, man, just call the governor, and just get the word out, because these people are hurting.
It
Right.
is
People are
time
struggling.
to restart our economy.
Right.
Yes.
And, some of us have had the privilege of going online with our business, right? But you can't really do that. And obviously with the elderly people, I mean, even if you were to do virtual, they probably couldn't do the exercises on their own.
They're just
Right.
like everybody else. When they're working in a group, they work harder.
Right. Absolutely.
We got it. We just don't have enough time. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you so much for
Please
having me.
help the people with Parkinson's. Go to JT Smith. Help JT Smith if you can. Governor, do something about this, my friend. If the Walmart and the Orange Depot and the Lowe's can be open, then somehow we got to be able to get JT open. If it's Friday morning, your business matters. Restart North Carolina now.